Talk about being unfair. California liberal politicians this week passed a law granting unemployment benefits, payouts to people who decide to leave work and go on strike. And guess what? You're going to pay a higher tax to fund the whole giveaway. Coming up, I'll tell you what's going on and how we're fighting back. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California, and this week, California Democrats in the state legislature passed Senate Bill 799. This is a bill that would require that when workers go out on strike with their union, that you people who remain at work every day, going to work, doing a job, you have to pay a higher unemployment tax so that the state of California politicians can give out benefits, payouts to striking workers. Now, this is so wrong on so many levels. First and foremost, it's unfair. Why should you pay a higher payroll tax so that someone else can go out on strike and not have a loss of income and not be penalized for that? Second, this proposal, Senate Bill 799, is a blank check license for union bosses to call a strike anytime they want. Currently, a union boss has to worry about their members getting upset about being out on strike because when you're on strike, you don't get any income. And that makes it at least a little bit of a balancing act that pushes back against unfair or strikes that are frivolous. What this bill does is give no sanction, no cost of a strike. And so you're going to see a lot more strikes happening. You thought France was bad with their strikes. Wait till California's Senate Bill 799 goes into effect. And third, California's unemployment system is already billions of dollars in debt. And you are already paying a higher payroll tax for that debt to pay it off. And now this is just going to add more expense to that bankrupt system. There are a couple bills I want to share with you. First and foremost, this bill here. California companies pay higher taxes for unemployment debt. And it goes on to say that during COVID-19, because California did not manage its unemployment benefits properly and $30 billion of fraudulent payments were made, that California has the greatest amount of debt. And they borrowed about $18 billion. It was $18 billion of debt for these payouts. $18.9 billion in debt is what they have. And that's twice as much of any other state. And so now California employees and small businesses are having to pay a higher unemployment tax to try to pay off that debt. Here is this bill, Senate Bill 799, and it gives these striking workers these benefits. Where's that money coming from? We already are billions of dollars in debt. We're paying higher payroll taxes as a result for these unemployment benefits. Well, that would have to come out of that same beleaguered system that's billions of dollars in debt. Whatever the union demands, the union gets. These people bought these politicians, and now they're demanding that the politicians use taxpayer money, your taxes, raise taxes on you while you're still working. Your money will be going to benefit these striking workers. Again, I get that some people like unions. I don't. I think that they're a relic from the past, no longer relevant. They're actually increasing the cost of everything. They ruin good companies. The only people who are still unionized are either the liberals in Hollywood or government. Government is about 14% of the workforce. Unions are 11.5% of the workforce. Most unions have gone out, have forced their businesses out of business. The auto companies, all sorts of other companies that have gone belly up because the union bankrupted them. It's like a parasite that eats its host. Eventually, the company goes bankrupt, the union is gone, the jobs are destroyed. And so this is all about giving unions unbridled power to shake down employers with these strikes. And of course, when the labor market results in higher salaries and benefits beyond what is necessary, then you pay the price in higher fees and services and product costs. As this bill was voted on, I want to share this video real quick. Assemblymember Bill Asaley had the courage to speak out and call it what it was. It was corruption. It was a giveaway. The union bosses voted these Democrats into office. They control the power. Bill Asaley basically says, look, if these union bosses are spending so much money on campaign contributions to buy politicians like you, maybe they should take the campaign contributions and give them to the striking workers. Well, that didn't go over well. Listen to what happened.
Now, maybe there's other labor unions that want to help them. They have plenty of money. And we know that because they give it to you guys. Millions of dollars. They do. So if they want to subsidize, go to the labor unions.
State your point of order.
Madam Pro Tem, my colleague from Corona knows very well House Rule 108.1 states that he cannot disparage members or their intentions of this body by calling out members directly in such a disparaging way. I ask that he be admonished and reminded.
It's disparaging because it's true. It got under their skin. So he says, look, unions give millions of dollars to all of you for your campaign contributions. Why don't they take those campaign contributions and give them to striking workers? Great point, Bill Asaley. He spoke truth to power. And so these bullies don't like free speech. They don't like someone criticizing them and pointing out the obvious, the corruption. So, of course, this shill gets up there and he's out there saying, strike him down, take his words down, admonish him, tell him he's out of order. He's speaking truth to power. You just don't like it.
Keep his comments to the content of the bill.
Point well taken.
I didn't disparage anyone, just stated a fact. But the point is, there's plenty of money that other labor unions have. And
I didn't disparage anyone. I just stated a fact. That's true.
Step in to help their brothers and sisters on the strike force. I don't think the taxpayers should. So for that reason, I'll be opposing this. But I think we all sympathize with California workers who are struggling to live in a state that's so unaffordable. And we'd argue there's a lot of policies we could look at as to why that is.
That's right. He's right. He's right on point. So look, the unions control the show at the state assembly, and unless you have more courageous people like Bill Asaley in the state assembly, the state senate, this same monkey business will continue to happen. What I want you to do is share this video, let people know that they're going to have to go to work and pay higher taxes so that people can basically not go to work and go out on the strike line and demand salaries and benefits that maybe are not justified. I've said all along that unions are really not good for even workers because they don't look at paying people individually what they're worth. They look at a contract that has to force everyone to be paid the same. So the high performers are paid less than they're worth, and low performers are paid more than they're worth. And so there's this sick cycle of, well, why try to strive to be better? Why be a good performer or high performer? Because I'm going to get the same union wage as everyone else. I believe that people should be paid individually based on their worth. And then if you don't like what you're being paid, you can go across the street somewhere else and get a better job. And you should get a better job. Share this video, reformcalifornia.org, like and subscribe. Help us break through the liberal media's censorship. Till next time, it's Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Thanks for watching. Help us break through the censorship of the liberal media by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.